actually just completely gone.
You've just jinxed him.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you've said he's always gonna have to jinx more. I'm worried for him now. I thought it was a perfect morph game, but you know,
My bad,
you have not learned about the caster curse yet.
God, just barely surviving on the lifestealer. As Cuckoo does begin to get very aggressive with the Whirling Death. It's one of those things, you leave Young God alone, he is not going to be able to sustain himself in this lane. Especially while Cuckoo is at level 4 now. In the meantime though, top lane, they've made the jump in onto the Io now, so Febby is going to be in trouble and does immediately go down. Xiao Yu, he is at least going to try and trade here with Zephyr, but it's not looking great for him. He'll have to go for a run, does try with the swashbuckle, but in the end, Zephyr's fine. In fact, they'll keep up the chase now with the Curse Crown out. Xiao Yu, he doesn't really have a great way out. But try to walk into that T1 tower, but the chase is going to continue as now the Brambles does lock him down. He'll try to eat a Fairy Fire. Whitemon, how far do you want to go? Not far enough with the Ignite. Will be more than enough for the Ogre. No problem here for Tinks. Will stun off, but Carl, he hides in the fog and he's going to be able to survive through it. In fact, Whitemon and Zephyr do move in from the side now. Yoe, he's going to try and move forward onto the Ogre, but the arena is down. Carl, he'll initiate right onto that Dragon Knight. They're trying to heal him up with the Febby, but he is dropping rather low. They eat even more Fairy Fires. Inkswell's there as well. Yoe, he'll keep the chase up onto Whitemon. It might have something as he puts the hand up, and he does get the Ogre down. The persistence does pay. Continuing to persistently hit that tier 1 mid, but top lane, Xiao Yu going to be in a bit of danger as the swashbuckle is away, but Savage is on the chase, and now the Brambles will lock him down. Xiao Yu, again, between a rock and a hard place, is not going to be able to get himself out. In the meantime, though, mid lane again, they'll make the jump in onto Carl, but he's going to survive. In fact, now Cuckoo, he does rotate in a nice arena. Carl's right on target, and Cuckoo, he'll just shred through the DK. No issues here at all. They trust Cuckoo to get the job done. Tips out from Carl, and well, Yoe, he tried, but needs a way out because Cuckoo, he might just keep chasing him. But there's no real reason not to. This is kind of the job of Cuckoo anyway. But he won't go too far. You look back at that mid lane, Yoe, he started again. That mid tier 1, getting very unhealthy now. Cuckoo, he'll be forced to rotate as Yoe tries to move back in. They do get the stun off. Rolling Thunder's going to be there. They'll commit onto Carl. They've got the Rolling Thunder. They've got the stuns off, but can they get the kill? Carl, he is still alive. He finally gets the arena down just in the nick of time. And Febby now, he's trapped up with Yoe. Yoe, he might just run away and leave the Io to die, but he is so darn low at the moment as Febby's gone. And now the Chakram just barely landing from Cuckoo. They'll move on to Xiao Yu. Tips out from the grave from Carl. And nothing works out here. For TNC, they are just trying to get themselves out. But Savage is joined on that Morphling. They'll go after the Pango, they'll secure the kill. Young God, he is trying to at least get a support for their trouble, but he's not even going to find that as Play Hard. He'll be another one to drop. Young God, I mean, all he can do is hit them a few.
Some space out for Young God, try to get the life steal to at least hit the armlet timing. They are trying, but they're forcing out a lot of spells down bot here.
Yeah, bot lane, Zephyr, he's already got the rage out, and now the arena is there. Carl, he's found another great target into the Bedlam, and there's just not enough heals in the world to allow Febby to keep his cause alive as Carl, he's feeling like he's in a great mood today, John. He's just tipping absolutely everyone. Another kill out for the Mars. 3k net worth advantage now, and this is where things start to get very, very south.
Now, Mike, and they're always going to have to respond if they don't want their own tower falling. This just keeps the movement of TNC in check. They're going to have to commit heroes here. Xiao Yu's already stuck in this lane, and Xiao Yu's the big part of making some plays happen. They're going to try to go for it.
Oh no, he jumped right into the Brambles. Oh, that's unfortunate. Xiao Yu is going to drop. Carl's got a DD rune, so it's no problem. They go onto that tier 1, considering how much pressure Cuckoo has been applying. But I suppose when you compare that to 23SAVAGE, who's at 7.3k net worth, I suppose it doesn't really compare. As mid lane, they found Xiao Yu. Xiao Yu, he's got Swash up in 2. He might make it out of this, but the Curse Crown's going to be there. He'll commit the Swash. He'll try to Rolling Thunder away, but the Spear is there from Carl. They will allow nothing for Xiao Yu. The top lane, Yoe and Play Hard, they're going to try and make the jump in onto Savage. That'll be a massive pickoff. They've even got the relocates. They've got a great pickoff themselves, but now Cuckoo, he'll just come in with the Chakram out, just chasing down Yoe, but he needs some help, and the help is incoming. Play Hard, he'll be focused down now on the Grimstroke, but the relocate away is there, but however, they left the DK. Yoe is in trouble. He's been completely left alone. They saved the Grimstroke, John, but I'm not sure it's worth the trade.
They saved more than the Brimstroke. There was an infest coming through from Young God, so it's a double retreat, and that does make it worthwhile. But look at Carl, maybe a bit deep here.
Maybe. He's a pretty tanky boy at the moment, but he's been slowed up so darn hard. But the problem is Cuckoo's rotated again. They'll drop the arena. They might find Febby, but Cuckoo now, he's taking a lot of damage. Young God, he needs the gold desperately, and he'll get it. You just see his net worth shoot up, John. Second in net worth now, only about 700 gold behind Savage, but Savage has jumped in. He'll go for an easy kill onto Febby. We'll have to leave Young God alone. But I'm going to say, I do love the fact TNC...
So we're seeing some keys for TNC. The blink up on Yoa does allow them to initiate as well.
Oh, nice towards top lane. He's going to give the vision out onto the support, so Whitemon might just drop, or maybe not. No, he does. They barely get enough damage off, so the Terrorize was off the mark. And now Yoe and Zhao Yu can get to work onto that top tier 1 tower. Bot lane in the meantime, Savage, well, he's going to get jumped here by Young God. He's going to take a lot of damage, but Zhao Yu's coming in from the side with the Rolling Thunder. Waveform away, Savage. How do you get out of this one? He'll rage with the lifestealer, but the damage with the right fix is going to be enough. Morphling has gone too far. Just way too confident there from Savage. Young God does eventually get the kill going. Top lane, however, Yoe, he is going to end up going down in the DK, but now the relocate. Young God is there once again with the IO. They'll make the jump in onto Carl. Carl, how do you survive this one? He'll try to go for the arena spear, but nothing connects. He tries to run out now, but you've got the infest. Not quite enough damage.
Try to get control, try to play with a pick-off scheme. I think for TNC, they could use more vision, although.
Yeah, they've got another kill here, Whitemon. It's not the biggest kill in the world, but you take what you can get. You just kind of claw your way back as TNC, and again, they're just doing a fantastic job. Just being so aggressive. Zhao Yu looking to move up to that high ground. Savage, he's around. Whitemon, he'll break the smoke. Infest immediately out onto the Pango. Cuckoo just kind of baiting with the chains in as now they jump in. Zhao Yu forces the BKB out from Carl, and no, Yoe, he's been caught out immediately. They don't want him to die like this, but he's gone. Just so darn quick with the try and turn onto Savage with the Mayan control out from that Rolling Thunder from Zhao Yu, but nobody's dying. Absolutely nobody going down here from T1 as now they get the spear out. Savage, he'll keep chasing down Febby and Young God. So they'll go towards the south. They want the bigger targets, but towards the north, they've got Zhao Yu. That'll be your Pango gone. In fact, Young God, he'll try for the Rage TP out. He's going to make it. But now Roshan's open, and T1, they'll have no problems moving their way in to get that Roshan started. But I've got to say, Savage is not looking too healthy. Yoe, he's trying to run away. No, he's going to be just fine. Or is he? Because Zephyr now, he's going to find Febby on the IO. Terrorize is going to be completely whipped as Febby. He'll try for the TP up at Cuckoo. He's got the Yule Scepter, so that means Febby will be left behind on the IO. Another nice solid kill here for T1 as even top lane Carl is looking at Young God. You just need a spear to land before that rage does come out, and Young God, he has no idea as the spirit does come in. Savage, he'll join in as well. Young God, he'll rage up, he'll need a TP ASAP. The right click damage is looking pretty damn high in Savage. He'll be able to get it off in time. Young God just barely unable to get out with his life.
Triangle's just taken control by T1, and outer mid-tier 2 is going to be pressured. We need to fight against this.
Oh, they're going to try and force a fight right now onto that Willow, and they've got him. Zephyr immediately down as now Savage will rage up initially with that lifestealer form, goes back in onto Young God. The rage is there, Young God, for now he's fine. In the meantime, towards the south, Cuckoo dropping very low on that timber, still dropping low, needs a way out, but will change towards the north as now Young God. He needs his own way out. He'll barely get the infest off onto Yoa as Savage is still playing with this HB. But Carl, he's been left behind on that mask, but it won't matter. He's a tanky target himself. He'll get down Zhao Yu as Young God continues the chase, but can't get the job done. Back in onto Cuckoo. They are still trying to kill this Timbersaw off, but he has the Yule Scepter available. Dukes out the stun, but eventually does end up going down. Now T1, not feeling too confident to stick around, will have to leave Whitemon behind. And I'd say that's a pretty successful team fight from TNC.
We managed to split it up.
Smoke has broken now on Cuckoo. Carl. Look around, Febby is going to get caught out, or does he? Spear, not going to land yet, but there it is. The IO automatically gone as Young God is now chased down here by Savage. Yoe, he's going to try and jump in. In fact, Zhao Yu's there and Febby's fought back. They will go for the team fight. They will at least find two supports for their trouble. Do you kill Febby? You force a buyback, but they get through supports anyway. In fact, they're going for more now. Savage has been caught out. He'll try to rage and walk away, but Cuckoo, he'll jump in. They're going to try and force a fight. Savage immediately gets the dieback onto Febby. Xiao Yu now, very, very low, but should be just fine as Young God. He'll try to go back in. Who are we aiming? It is going to be Carl on that Mars. But Carl, he'll get the spear off. Still armor toggling, still trying to survive, just barely alive in fact, because now he's still getting out of there. Carl, how do you not die throughout all this? Young God finally takes him down, but it does cost them quite a bit. These armor toggles from Carl, you get spotted within that scan. And that is going to make it to T1, are playing a little bit more cautiously, but they are going to go for the smoke.
Got the vision as well on the high ground, so he could look for the angle on the approach.
Best out onto Yoe, Savage. Oh boy, that's a lot of damage on Playhard. He's immediately gone. Now Febby. Don't forget, he bought back earlier, so he will get the relocate out. Boy, oh boy, these supports. Just no chance of survival. Savage now does have the Daedalus up. And I think it's back into the Roshan pimp around Morphling. As Febby, well, eventually he was going to die. No chance of survival. Roshan will go the way of T1.
Yeah, no contestation coming through. Your biggest play was really just getting all 5 heroes in with a relocate, with a blink up on DK, and without that...
Yeah, bought enough time for that Black Dragon to be up now for Yoe. Cuckoo, front lining, is going to get stunned up, and there's your Rolling Thunder to come in and just kind of back him up. Cuckoo, he's dropping very fast right now, and nobody's there to help him out. They've got the timber down.
Sentry obs. So T1 immediately knows there's a smoke play, and they hold the high ground here in the bot jungle.
Could be very, very bad times here for TNC as Playhard can have his smoke broken. Xiao Yu thinking about the Rolling Thunder, but he's been silenced up. Goes to make the jump in onto Savage. He is not strength morphing at the moment, but it won't matter. He is still alive as Xiao Yu's the one to drop. The Cursed Crown now is going to be out onto Young God, who has no rage available, so Savage, he'll get right to work. That'll be Young God gone. That'll be Febby gone. Savage, he just plays on the edge with his HP. He had the Aegis up the whole time anyway. He wants a Young God buyback, but there isn't one available. So he's going to know to just go right after that Ancient. There's not really much to be afraid of here for this Morphling as they make the jump in. Yoe, he's going to be alright for now, but Xiao Yu, he'll Rolling Thunder away. Savage, he's just trying to focus down the Ancient. They've at least got the Aegis gone. They're onto that Dragon Knight now. Just such a long stun duration. He cannot move, and Yoe, he's gone. He'll buy back. He'll try. With Young God up now, they might be able to fight back. Factorina is down. They've got Xiao Yu again on the Pango. Infest to try and save. Relocate out. They have managed to save Xiao Yu's life, but can they save Yoe? Not quite. It's a dieback immediately. The GG's been called. They are fountain diving them in this game number 2. T1. It was a much closer matchup, John, but I'd still say a very confident victory here for T1 as TNC. It does seem like they are improving game by game, but a pretty tough matchup against T1.
Yeah, it's not the best way to kick off your Div 1 run here for TNC, but it is what it is. The region's just jam-packed with so many good teams, so this is the level of competition that TNC needs to expect. And again, as you mentioned, Mike, game 2 was a lot better. You know, they managed to hold out. They had some good opportunities to take kills. Young God was having a much better game as well. The issue was, when they went for that smoke play, they just did not do it right. Like, they dropped the ward to try and spot out using that smoke as a ward run,